And as the Trump administration continues to sound the alarm on border security concerns, calling on Congress to do more, experts say the issue is compromising our national security. One America's John Hines has more from Washington.
The nexus between national security and border security is becoming more and more apparent as the crisis on the southern border continues unabated, says Chris Farrell, the Director of Investigations for Judicial Watch and host of the new OAN panel show On Watch.
A lot of folks focus on the humanitarian crisis at the border, and that is a legitimate crisis, but it's really symptomatic of a larger question which has to do with our border security and the influence and the control of Mexican cartels in moving all sorts of contraband across the border, whether it's drugs, people, weapons, money, terrorists for that matter.
Terrorists on the southern border, clearly a threat to national security, says Farrell, who also says that Judicial Watch has used the Freedom of Information Act to uncover State Department documentation of terrorist cells in Mexico.
Adnan al-Shukajuma, who was the head of al-Qaeda North America, he was the operational director for al-Qaeda, and the State Department knew that he was in Chihuahua, or believed that he was trying to identify him. And then simultaneously, they discussed how they knew that there were 2 Arab cells, that was the language they used, that specialized in moving people into the United States from Mexico.
Getting people into the U.S. illegally, that is. Meanwhile, a panelist on this week's edition of On Watch, Rachel Bovard of the Conservative Partnership Institute, says Congress actually did just pass an immigration bill at the behest of and after campaign contributions from some big tech companies who persuaded Congress to remove country caps for green cards benefiting tech workers, mostly from China and India.
And the real unmentioned part of all this is that Congress for years has said, oh, we can't pass any immigration laws. Immigration is just an issue we can't touch. Well, actually you can, because they just did, if you have enough money to get it through. The excessive lobbying by these technology companies and the money they donate to these politicians is exactly what got this bill through. So you can, if you have money, you can buy your way changes to the immigration system. The rest of us, not so much.
The next edition of On Watch with Chris Farrell airs this Saturday and Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern on OAN. John Hines, One America News, Washington.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.